Hi everyone, this is Rebecca. This week's activity and quiz requires searching the Nexis Uni database for a newspaper article and then evaluating the MLA style citation that Nexis Uni provides for that article. So step 1, we'll search for a newspaper article from the previous month in the Nexis Uni database. Here are the steps that you need to take. I want to point out that these steps are outlined in your library quiz instruction for this week, so you need to return to the D2L shell to see those, but I'm also going to supplement that with this video. So we'll connect to Nexis Uni. Once you're connected, you'll choose the news category. The news search page opens up. You'll then select major newspapers. Once you have the major newspaper search page, you'll want to select Advanced Search. Advanced Search opens up a more detailed search screen, but we're only going to be looking at the date option on this screen today. So we scroll down, we find where the date is, and we'll use this drop-down list to select previous month. After you've done that, you'll go back up to the search bar, enter your search, and in this case, I'm putting in Home Depot and Halloween and skeleton. I launched a search by clicking on the magnifying glass icon. A list of results pops up. It's fairly small because remember, I did use a fairly specific search and I also restricted it to the past month. I've selected Halloween shopping stays hot, starts early. This is from the Star Tribune from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm going to use the export citation function. It opens up. And you need to pay attention to the fact that this defaults to APA. We are not using APA, so do not use this. Instead, you're going to use that drop-down list to select MLA. It'll change to what Nexis Uni is providing as an MLA style citation for this newspaper article. You'll copy it to the clipboard. So step 2, share and evaluate the MLA style citation that Nexis Uni provides for that article. So we're returning to the D2L course site, and we're still looking at the information for this week. You're going to start a new thread, and you've done this many times already this semester. Open up the box, and you will paste in the citation, maybe a comment or two about why you chose this. That is optional. You do need to provide a few complete sentences, however. At this point, you are going to need to evaluate. I have created a set of tabs on the course guide. So I'm currently looking at week 8. We scroll down, and there is a box there that says evaluating this week's MLA citation. I give you an introduction as to why we're doing this, and that's tab number 1, which we have circled. And your job at this point is to look through the tabs in numerical order, and it gives you some pointers about things to look out for. You will compare it to a template. You can glance over this top 10 checklist for the quiz. This gives an example of what a response could look like. Naturally, you know that you're not going to do the same search and make the exact same comments that I did, but I wanted to give you a sense of what the expectations are. And then we have a few points about what is necessary and what is not necessary in your response. So you return back to your D2L response. You add in some comments about what you think is missing and what could be formatted better. If you have any questions, I hope that you'll contact me at my Oakton address, rsadam@oakton.edu, or you can contact me through D2L.